Pro Wrestling Edge is back. I am Dan O'Mac, and I'm here with my tag team partners, the original bro, Josh. What is up?
What up, Ben? How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Your mic sucks today, but that's all right, man. How's it going?
Yeah, apparently so. I'm sorry for our listeners out there. Apparently my shit's just not working right, so.
We also got Big Kaz. What's up, my man?
Yo.
So you haven't been on with us in a while because of your crazy work schedule, man.
Yeah.
I know we spent time together on Saturday, but how you been, brother?
I've been good. Adulting.
Yeah.
That's about
Life
it.
sucks. Being an adult sucks.
Yeah.
And then we got Nick the Gooch. Say that one more time. Nick the Gooch. What up,
The
Nick?
name's so nice, you gotta say it twice. I love the new intro to the show there, Dan, too. I like that.
Yeah, changing it up. So what's up, my brother? Haven't seen you in a while either.
The same old shit, man. Just trying to work, trying to do my thing, like you and Brandon said, adulting.
But speaking of you, the three of us have a little bit of a bone to pick with you, Mr. I could have been at Total Kaos Wrestling Saturday and decided not to come.
It was better for the ride situation I had worked out in the end anyway. So
that's all right. We'll give you a slide. We had a blast. We did have somebody with us this time since you couldn't make it. Jeff was with us. It's pretty cool to see Jeff. Shout out to Jeff.
Shout out, Jeff.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate the merch, man.
You got his stickers. I told him I was going to plug his business and stuff, but he's like, oh, don't do that yet. But we're going to do it. If you're on YouTube, you're going to see it. But our listeners on audio, you don't know what I'm doing right now.
We'll just show you the stuff. We won't tell you where to get it.
That's right. We'll just show you the stuff. He's got some pretty cool stickers going. So, you know who would like this stuff? Who we need to hook Jeff up with is the Guru.
The Guru.
Yeah, I think the Guru would like some of his stuff.
I know he's gonna like that peace sign one.
Yeah. So, Guru, if you listen to this, get a hold of us, and we got a guy that you might like some of his stuff that he's got out there. So, well, Jeff was my shout out. What about you, Josh? You got any shout outs?
Well, if you can hear me, that was going to be my shout-out was Jeff, because, we've seen him. He's taking off for his new life, I guess, his next adventure going off to Florida, so fairly well, Jeff, and have a safe travel, man.
So since Josh's mic sucks, we'll let him know that Jeff's taking a trip. He's taking an adventure. He's going to be down in Florida for a while, so safe travels to him. Josh, you better get to see him beforehand because we got some stuff for Jeff. Any shout-outs, Brandon?
Dude, I want to give a shout-out to all the guys that came out and wrestled on Saturday at TKW. The show blew the roof off, and that's why we're here to talk today, right?
That's why we're here today. We're going to talk about Total Kaos Wrestling. What about you, Nick? Any shout-outs?
Actually, I'm shouting out two people that were at the show. One, my man Dread King, and two, Justin Pilgrim. Love the new stickers, man. Already got most of them up on my computer, too.
So, Dread King Logan's an asshole, and we love Verdi. Justin Pilgrim made his return to the ring. We're going to talk about that. Josh, where can we find you?
Well, if you can hear me, you can find me on Twitter, OriginalPro19, on Instagram at JRut19, and you can find me at my normal name, Josh Rakowski. How about yourself there? What's your name?
Well, since I know you guys can hear me, you can find me on Twitter at NickKaz1, on Facebook at NickKazalucas. My Instagram is PWE The Gooch. And until it gets shut down officially, my TikTok is PWE Pod The Gooch. Where can we find
TikTok was already gone.
Got 45 more days, apparently, from what the executive order said.
Nice. All right, Brandon, what about you? Where can we find you?
Look for me, Brandon Kazalukas, Facebook. P Big Kaz. 2 Z's on Twitter.
Dan O'Mac 17 on Twitter and Instagram. PWE Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can hear us Apple, Google Play, Spotify, TuneIn, anywhere you can get a podcast. You can hear Pro Wrestling Edge. You can find the podcast and original content coming on our YouTube channel. So please subscribe, like our videos, hit the bell at Pro Edge Productions. There's going to be some cool stuff coming on. There are going to be some interesting challenges coming up pretty soon. So you definitely want to subscribe to that channel. Some cool stuff coming there. So yeah, this past Saturday we were at Total Kaos Wrestling's debut show, their inaugural show. And we're going to talk a little about that. We're going to talk about some surprises, some things we liked, a couple of the matches, and the powers that be at Total Kaos Wrestling gave us an exclusive, a match to announce for their next show on September 5th. So stay tuned to the end for that. But yeah, so Josh, Brandon, and myself was out at TKW, and there were some announced matches. We had the death match, Tons of Glass, or what was it called? Shit ton of glass. Shit ton of glass between Corporal Robinson and Peter B was the announced match. There was definitely a surprise in that match as well. There was also the Justin Pilgrim versus Dread King Logan match, which we said was going to be just a banger from the get, and it
blew the doors off.
They sure did, and we'll talk about that. They also had Freedom Ramsey was there.
Mayor Freedom Ramsey.
Yeah, Mayor Freedom Ramsey was there to give his State of the Wrestling address, and he ended up in a match. We had El Ridiculoso there. The Guru was there, which we did not know why the Guru was there, and he was going to make an announcement on why he was there. Then there was the women's match that had been announced. Shauna Reed, Miss Hannah, and Jocelyn Navarro. So that match was there. And I believe those were the matches that were actually announced ahead of time. So let's get into some of those matches. I just don't want to go down and say, who won this one and keep going down a list. But let's talk about some surprise. I know Nick's been filled in. You haven't been filled in?
No, I've seen, but I'm shaking my head at the Doors match. I'm not too happy about the outcome of that. I think that was very cheap.
So let's save that one for a little bit. So excluding the Doors match and excluding the shit ton of glass match for the moment, Freedom Ramsey had his State of Wrestling. He ended up wrestling Sean Tyler, the Faceless. It was nice to see Sean back. He's going to be coming on the show here pretty soon. So, yeah, that was cool to see Sean. Sean hasn't wrestled. This is his first match back from the pandemic. Let's talk about the first match.
The pre-show?
El Ridiculoso was taking on Tanner Nix. Pro Wrestling Edge favorite, Tanner Nix. Yeah, it was awesome to see Tanner there on Saturday. And even El Ridiculoso, man, they were having a good match. They had some good chemistry. Then there was a little bit of an interruption during that match. And 24 Karat Lion Productions came out, Brandon.
Our man, Chinstrap Jesus.
We had
brought along somebody new.
Yeah, somebody new to the 24 Karat Line Productions.
Not new to us.
Not new to us. Not new to Pro Wrestling Edge.
Not new to this hand either.
Not new to that hand.
Wait.
I chopped them.
You chopped them.
Yep, they wanted the undisclosed show.
The Dread King versus Rick Cartier match. Brandon got to chop.
So,
yeah, me and Cartier's got a little beef going on.
So Chinstrap Jesus and Rick Cartier came out. Old school came out and they attacked Tanner Nixon, El Ridiculoso. And with old school Rick Cartier and Chinstrap Jesus, not only was the 24 Karat Lion Jeremiah Goldman, but Big Daddy Gaddy was in the house.
Yeah, dude's a monster.
Haven't seen Big Daddy Gaddy since the BCWA show where they won the tag titles from H3RD. Am I right on that one, guys?
Yeah. That was actually, I think, my first BCWA show.
So it looks like Big Daddy Gaddy might be with the 24 Karat Lion Productions. So then it turned into a tag match. Tanner and El Ridiculoso teamed up and took on. I think we were at that point just in shock that Kyle and Rick and Jeremiah and Big Daddy Gaddy were there. But Tanner and El Ridiculoso got the win. I'd love to see Tanner and El Ridiculoso go one-on-one somewhere down the road. Nick, they were
knowing them two talents, I absolutely believe that would be an incredible match, a singles match between them, Nix and Ridiculoso.
And it was such a split crowd too.
I mean, it was.
I mean, we were louder. It seemed like Tanner had more friends.
Yeah, Tanner definitely had. I think there was more people rooting for El Ridiculoso.
But they couldn't get louder than this right here.
Yeah, but when they teamed up.
That's right. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, when they teamed up, it was something else. Soul Taker was in the house as well. He took on Gio Bronco and feel sorry for Gio.
Yeah, it wasn't a very long match.
Yeah, that was a quick one.
Soul Taker handled the business, scared the crap out of everybody, and left.
Soul Taker does what he does, like he did at Pro Wrestling All-Stars when he made quick work of Alex Van Zant.
Was it just a basic squash match? Did he just come out and annihilate him that bad?
Pretty much.
Kind of, a little bit longer, maybe.
Gio didn't have much of a chance. No offense. Love Gio. He had not much of a chance.
Soul Taker, though.
So, probably the most entertaining match was Joseph Schwartz versus the Big Bad Wolf A7s.
BDE.
Big Dick Power was in full effect. For sure. What an entertaining match. This
Schwartz is over. More.
Yeah, we don't know what Josh said, but that's all right.
Schwartz went over.
But yeah, what a match. That was just entertaining. Those two guys put on a good show. I wouldn't be able to keep a straight face if I was in there with Schwartzy, so
his sweater is something else.
And he has a new shirt out.
I pre-ordered today. I pre-ordered one.
So it might be too late by the time this comes out on Tuesday, but reach out to Joseph Schwartz if you're in the Downriver area. What is it? The Big Dong Downriver? Is that
Downriver Dong?
Downriver Dong. Yeah. You gotta love Schwartzy.
Is it a black T-shirt with like purple outlining and it's an eggplant?
Yep. Big Dick Power. That's Schwartzy for you.
Yeah,
for him to come on. That's good.
I've seen that, so I'm gonna have to.
Oh, and he's pretty excited. When I pre-ordered the shirt, he remembered who I was and was like, "I can't wait to get on the show." He wants to bring his BDE over to PWE and combine It's going to be a BDE party.
Is that what he said?
No, I just made that up. But, I mean, he would say something like that, right?
Yes, he would.
Schwartzy, downriver dong. I don't know if you guys could see that very well, but there's an eggplant with legs and arms.
Yeah, our YouTube fans will be able to see that. Mysterious Movado was in action versus Konga Kong.
And I heard he took the W, and now he's first seed in the TKW tournament.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, first of all, before we just gloss over the fact that Jeremiah Goldmane was in the corner of Konga Kong for this match.
No kidding.
Don't know what's going on. I know there's some kind of a relationship at XI there. But, yeah, Konga Kong was with Jeremiah. Jeremiah didn't have a good night.
No. He took quite a few bumps that night.
We have no clue what Josh said. But that's
They also came out, the sweet Gaddy Daddy came out with him with that one, too.
Big Daddy Gaddy was with him as well.
And there was a mishap.
Yeah.
Congo laid a big old punch right in the Big Daddy Gaddy's face.
He left.
And he left. He walked right by me. Because I wasn't at the seats at the time with you guys. I was right there in the entranceway. Walked right by me. And that man was mad. I dipped out of his way. I wasn't getting in the way.
Well, I took a stiff forearm, but we'll talk about that in a moment from somebody else. I'm totally cool with it. It's fine. He can give me a stiff forearm whenever he wants. Nick was right, though. Mysterious Movado was named the #1 seed in the upcoming TKW Championship Tournament. I mean, we know one other person in that tournament, but Mysterious Movado being your Nago champ, that wouldn't be a bad deal for TKW if that ends up happening from the #1 seed.
Oh no, you can't go wrong with Mysterious Movado, man.
He did some things I couldn't believe he was doing to Congo. I was blown back.
Kong was definitely on the short end. So now it's time. Let's get to the 2 out of 3 doors match. But before we do, have we said why the Guru was even there?
The Guru?
No,
yeah, he started out the show.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about that. We need to talk about that before we get into this match.
Well, Dan,
Guru.
why don't you tell us why the Guru was there?
We won't have Josh tell us because nobody will be able to hear it. So we'll just skip over Josh telling this because I know Josh is so pissed because he's wearing the Guru's shirt. But unfortunately, Josh can't tell it today. Just show your shirt for our YouTube.
He's our model.
Yeah. The Guru is the commissioner of Total Kaos Wrestling.
No shit.
So he said he was there to watch some wrestling. He was there to maybe smoke a few blunts.
Came out smoking one.
But he was there to take control and make sure things get done the way they should at TKW. So, shout out to the Guru.
Guru.
We love that guy here at Pro Wrestling Edge. Justin Pilgrim and Dread King Logan had their 2 out of 3 doors match. I didn't know if it was going to go long after that first door.
That happened pretty quick, too. Pilgrim put him through. It was like within minutes, it seemed like.
It was just a couple minutes. I've watched that match back, and it was within a minute. Pilgrim's up 1 door to nothing. Really quick. Really quick. I was like, wow, this might not be the match we thought it was going to be, but then you can never count the king out.
Even after being opened up.
As he told us to never count him out. Hard hitting, ties it up a door apiece.
Pilgrim stabbing him with the nail.
Yeah. Pilgrim has the spike. that you see him within all of his promo videos, and he's carving up Dread King's forehead with it. When Justin Pilgrim was on the show, we got mild-mannered Justin Pilgrim, but he told us there was a monster. And boy, did the monster come out on Saturday night.
Monster also brought friends with him.
Not quite yet. So then they go through a door together, and the referee called the match as a draw.
Which happened right in front of us, too, which was
right in front of us. I was staying off of the side talking to one of the wrestlers at the time. Trying to get an exclusive little interview going on with someone. But then the Guru flexed his power for the first time in TKW and brought out a fourth door and said, "This isn't over. We're going to have a winner." That's when shit got real for Mr. Dread King Logan. So this is where I took the stiff forearm from one Mr. Kevin Calloway and one Mr. Sean Tyler. It became Purge night in the ring, and it was 3-on-1. Justin Pilgrim picks up the W, and with his win, he has now been announced as part of that championship tournament. But the Faceless is no more, and the Purge is back. Nick, you don't look happy.
Nah, that's some bullshit.
Why is it bullshit?
Because Justin Pilgrim probably wouldn't have won unless, if he didn't have his friends come out and help him. I seen the match. I seen what happened.
So you're saying his first match back.
Dread King's supposed to be number 2 in that. Dread King's supposed to be number 2 seed in that tournament, not Pilgrim.
Doesn't mean that Dread King won't be in the tournament.
Well, hope to God he is, so he can get retribution on Pilgrim. I would love to see Dread King lay him out.
Wow.
Like I said, when on that Dread King interview, man, I'm for it. I'm with Dread King. I'm so ready for this destruction.
Oh, well, we got a kiss ass in the house.
Hey.
There was a lot of destruction though during that match, man. Pieces of doors were flying everywhere.
We had no clue what you're saying, bro.
See, when you start out talking, it sounds like everything's sped up, so you sound like a weird, staticky robot.
He said there were door pieces flying everywhere. I think I heard him.
We need to buy him, a whiteboard with a dry erase marker so he could write down what the hell he wants to say for the YouTube viewers.
Maybe you need to borrow Josh Harper's whiteboard from Wrestling Rage and Michigan Independent Weekly that he brings to the shows, and you can give us messages here, and we can repeat them.
I could learn some sign language.
This isn't based.
He just told me to steal a second.
Oh, my bad. So, the Purge is back. Nick's not happy about it. I think the majority of the Josh is happy about it. Brandon seems indifferent about it.
I wish it would. I wish it would be 1-on-1. I ain't mad, because that shit, they fucking. Nick wants to talk about violence. Well, the Purge brought the violence. They did, and destruction, and they put within seconds put Logan through another door, which was very unfortunate. But he wanted violence.
But
he got violence.
We know Logan's coming for them all.
Yeah.
He's not gonna stop at just Justin Pilgrim.
There's a target.
He's gonna want Kevin Calloway. He's gonna want Sean Tyler.
He's gonna want the whole Purge. Who knows? Probably all at one time.
Verdi. This isn't Verdi. Verdi's not this guy. He made it clear. This is not a nice guy. Dread King Logan is not a nice guy. And although it was exciting to see the Purge back, wow. It's going to be interesting to see what happens as things come back for TKW. Because just knowing the Dread King, he's not happy. I thought about trying to get an exclusive with him afterwards, but I thought, no, it's probably best that I stayed away.
No, yeah, because he told you to fuck off pretty much.
He did.
You called him an asshole. He said, fuck off. That was that.
Yeah. So, but I'm definitely interested to see what's going to happen between it's not over between Dread King Logan and the Purge. I know that for sure. It's not over. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So you definitely want to make sure that you come back for that next show to see what happens. I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I don't know if I want to right now with how upset he is. But I'm sure it's worth coming to see if you just want to come see what Dread King's going to do. I don't know. Nick's quiet.
I have no words for it, man.
So, yeah. That's that. What do we have left, Dan, for that day? The death match? Is that the match left?
We have the death match.
Can we say, so before the death match, there was a rumor going around. This was supposed to be Peter B versus Corporal Robinson.
Pete comes out. Peter B comes out.
Before Peter even came out, we heard.
Yeah. There was some
Corporal Robinson was a no-show.
There was some rumblings that Corporal Robinson wasn't there. Peter B came out, and I'm not going to quote Peter B on what he said, but he basically said Corporal Robinson wasn't there. But Pete likes to fight, and Peter B's got friends.
Oh, he called out anybody.
He called out anybody.
Who did we see come out?
Well, first we saw the Guru come out.
The commish came out. What did the commish say? He told us he was bringing friends.
The commish said that he was bringing friends and he wasn't coming alone. So next strolls out Nolan Edwards and Mitch Hewitt. Then comes out the dirty white boy Chuck Stein. The dirty white boy Chuck Stein was ready for a fight.
He was ready.
And they said that was the last time in the area you're going to see Peter B go one-on-one with Chuck Stein in a death match.
That's kind of sad. That's like
it is sad.
The ending of an era, for us with the whole like growing up, the Undertaker, Triple H, that Peter B and Chuck Stein's going to be.
What they say, it was something like they fought like 100.
This was their 102nd time.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
A lot of history between them two. A lot of staples, a lot of syringes, even more blood.
A lot of wire.
A lot of blood. A lot of
Josh said barbed wire.
Barbed wire. Josh, you said barbed wire?
Yeah.
All right, we heard it.
I said barbed wire, they're always great matches. You never go wrong with a Peter B and Chuck match.
You need to stick with just the one words.
Yeah.
Chime-ins for right now, man.
I could compare him to somebody else, but that might be taking a shot when they're on an interview. But you're kind of sounding like Nate Bach on Terry and Gary's Low Expectation podcast right now. Fourth word, we can hear you. Sorry, Nate. We want you on the show. But, yeah, that was a bad day for Nate Bach on that interview.
So, yeah, Pete and Chuck had a little heart-to-heart, it seemed like, before they killed each other.
Chuck said he was going to whoop his ass one more time.
Yeah.
Then we got some music. Corporal Robinson showed up.
So it ended up being a triple threat death match between them?
It ended up being a triple threat, shit ton of glass death match.
Damn.
There was a point in the match where a weed whacker came out. And
I seen the aftermath of that, yeah.
Chuck took the weed whacker to not only his side, but to R2-D2. His tattoo on his arm.
Oh, yeah. Pete decided he wanted to open his own landscaping company in the middle of a match.
And apparently Pete does not like Star Wars because he took out R2-D2.
That's fucked up.
If you want to look online, Chuck has some pictures up. R2-D2 got a little bit messed up.
So it'll look like R2-D2 has been in deathmatch after it all heals up with scars.
But the big news out of Corporal Robinson's mouth was his last death match.
That was his last. Right in front of us.
Actually, I just seen that post today about that. I was, sitting here just being bored scrolling through Facebook. I seen that.
His last match, his last death match happened Total Chaos Wrestling. He went out with a bang. Corporal Robinson was victorious.
Doing the dive off the turnbuckle into the glass. Nuts.
Yeah. There was a plate of glass. Peter B was on, and he dove off the top rope onto or second rope on the Pete. Ended the match. Peter B was the recipient of Corporal Robinson's punishment on Saturday. So, what'd you guys think? I thought it was a good show.
I thought it was a really good show. It was a really good debut show. The flow of the show just seemed to work. The surprises were fantastic. The commish.
Oh, and a surprise that I haven't even, maybe was more surprise to me. Brian Shotwell.
Yeah.
The promoter of MPWA was the ring announcer.
Oh, we didn't talk about the women's match yet either.
Yeah. Jocelyn came up on top.
Yep.
Shauna took off during the match and
she left.
kind of gave Jocelyn the win.
Jocelyn was going to win anyways. We're big Jocelyn fans over here.
But yeah, so many surprises. Guru's the commissioner. Brian Shotwell was there. I haven't seen Shotwell. I went to school with Brian Shotwell, so I've known Brian Shotwell a long time. Yeah, it was a great show. A lot of surprises. And there's just going to be more coming. Like I said, they already announced Mysterious Movado and Justin Pilgrim's going to be in the title tournament. It was a good show. You definitely want to get out to the next one. Oh, and on Sunday night, Wrestling Rage had an exclusive. Peter B is going to be in an intergender death match with what's her name? Mickey Knuckles?
Mickey Knuckles.
Yeah, so that was awesome. Yeah, we have an intergender death match at the September 5th show.
That's going to be crazy.
Like I said, you can find Wrestling Rage on Podbean, and you can find them on YouTube. Yeah, they announced the match, Peter B's match. So yeah, it's shaping up to be a good show. We got 2 people announced for the title tournament. We don't know anything about the title tournament yet. We got the intergender death match.
Enzo,
formerly Enzo Amore. Enzo's going to be there.
Real one.
Like I already said, we don't know what's in store for the Purge.
It seems like Schwartzy wants Enzo bad if you've seen his social media.
God, if that match ends up happening, That would be fucking amazing. Schwartzy versus Enzo.
Bring it. Let's make that happen. That'd be awesome.
I believe Enzo's doing a meet and greet beforehand.
Yep.
Contact TKW for info.
Yeah, contact Total Chaos Wrestling Facebook page for information on that. There is a separate cost for the meet and greet with Enzo than there is for the show. Reach out to Total Chaos for that information on the meet and greet, and reach out to him, Total Chaos Wrestling, for information to get tickets for the next show, September 5th. Are we leaving anything out?
I think we're ready.
We're ready?
We're ready for the announcement.
Oh. Josh really can't give the announcement. So I was reached out to by the powers that be at Total Chaos Wrestling. They wanted us to announce a match for the September 5th show. And there's going to be a barbed wire madness death match. It's going to be Downriver's favorite, the dirty white boy Chuck Stein, taking on the Devil Drexel. Drexel is from Detroit. He's coming home for this. This is going to be interesting. Drexel is this is going to be good. It's going to be good, especially somebody coming to his hometown for this type of match, a match that death matches is what he excels with. So this is going to be good. This is going to be good.
It'll be a dirty Detroit barbed wire massacre.
We heard about a third of that.
I heard something about a Detroit barbed wire massacre.
That's
Is that what you said, Josh? Is that what you said, Josh? Okay, this is definitely an episode you got to watch on YouTube.
Oh my God, please do watch it. This is awesome. I love what is going on right now.
Because if not, have we ever got Josh to say so few words?
Josh, will you start dancing?
And this is probably killing Josh. This is the least he's ever said on any fucking podcast.
Actually, the one that you guys probably would want to have this problem is me, so everybody else can talk.
I know, you're always the one. It doesn't matter if you got a mic problem or not. You're still not going to shut up.
I appreciate that. One last thing that you guys had surprised me with these hats.
Yes. Bring it out. Bring it out.
A autographed hat. This is autographed by everyone who was at TKW. Just a few right off the top. I see Congo Kong, Dread King Logan. That kind of looks like a middle finger that he's flicking me off. The Blob, who was in our show match, the Blob. Big Daddy Gaddy. I got Corporal Robinson right on the inside. Soul Taker. 24 Karat Lion, Jeremiah Goldmane. Tanner Nix, T Nix. I see Kyle Barrett. Some of them are harder to see than others because of the lighting in my room, but yeah. Lighting in the studio here, but yeah. Appreciate this, fellas.
The whole TKW roster from that night's on that hat.
I also want to thank Ace for this. Ace is the one that made this happen with these signatures.
What up, Ace?
So shout out to Ace. We love Face Kicked Apparel. And, but yeah, I appreciate this. Some of these guys And I saw Ace running around with a gray hat, too, and handing it with a Sharpie. But, there's other Face Kicked Apparel hats that are the same color, so I didn't think nothing of it. And then we're walking to the car, and Brandon's like, oh, by the way, this was part of your birthday gift. So, appreciate it, fellas. Thank you, Ace, for getting all the signatures. Maybe that's not a middle finger. Maybe that's like a scowl look, like an angry face that Dread King gave me.
No, we'll go with middle finger.
Regardless, just know he's telling you to fuck off.
Yes, he's telling me to. And I also was told that on Saturday by him. And he called me an asshole in return. So shout out Dread King Logan for that. And shout out to the entire roster at TKW for signing the hat. Oh, I do see Peter B on here, which not like I don't have Peter B's autograph, but it's nice to have something, everyone from the inaugural show together. So that was nice. Appreciate you guys. I think we wrap this one up. September 5th, Total Kaos Wrestling. Find them on Facebook. They have shirts. Check them out. Anybody got anything they want to say before we call it a day?
Nope, let's call it a day. I'm hungry.
Josh usually sends us out, but Nick, you want to send us out?
Oh, I'll keep the tradition going for Josh, and peace.